Friends, happy fall, y'all. This is my favorite time of the year, as if you couldn't tell, with my Halloween vest and all of my pumpkin decorations in the back, which just happened to be the focus of our lesson today, are pumpkins. Because what's happening now in the fall? Pumpkins get harvested in the fall, but they go through a whole life cycle before they're ready to be harvested. And we're going to learn a little bit about that life cycle of the different stages of how a pumpkin grows. And as you know me, I love my books, so we're going to start with a book. And the name of our book today, the title is Pick a Perfect Pumpkin, Learning About Pumpkin Harvests. Woo. There we go. The autumn air feels cool. Colorful leaves blow in the breeze. Hold on to your hat. Oh, it almost blew away, he said. Rows of pumpkins glow under a blue sky. Pumpkin harvest time is here. I want a big pumpkin this year. I want a small one. Pumpkins probably first grew in North America. Now they are grown all around the world. Welcome to our pumpkin farm, the farmer says. Did you grow all of these? Lots of pumpkins. Pumpkin seeds are planted in the spring. Soon sprouts shoot up through the ground. The sprouts grow into long vines. The vines flower. Pumpkins grow from those flowers. That one will make a great jack-o'-lantern, she says. Or a perfect pumpkin pie, said the farmer. A pumpkin has lots of seeds inside, and because it has seeds, a pumpkin is a fruit. Pumpkins turn colors as they grow. They can be orange, green, yellow, or white. Some are even red or blue. I've never seen a blue one. How about a red one? She said. Pumpkins come in many shapes and sizes. Some pumpkins can weigh as much as a cow. That says 1,105 pounds. That big pumpkin. Is that one big enough for you? Wow, she said. This one's really heavy. A ripe pumpkin's color is bold. It sounds hollow when fingers tap it. Once picked, pumpkins should be stored in a cool, dry place. Don't carry heavy pumpkins by the stem, said the farmer. Pumpkins are used to make bread and soup. They are also used to make delicious pumpkin pie. 2 pieces of pie, please. With whipped cream, of course, please. People carve scary faces in pumpkins. The jack-o'-lanterns shine bright on Halloween night. This little one can sit on our table. This one can go on the front step. Look at all these different faces, shapes of the faces of the jack-o'-lanterns. Everybody's so creative. Well, that's the end of our story today. I hope you enjoyed it and learned a little bit about the different stages of the life cycle of a pumpkin. And that's what our lesson is going to help us do today, our craft. And I know I sent a lot of paper in with your bags this week, but that's because there are going to be lots of fun, going to use all those fun things to make a very fun art, a craft. And it's called The Great Pumpkin, and I did include step-by-step instructions for, this time because there are a few extra steps, and they're on the front and the back of this sheet, and this is what the end result will be, except it'll be your creation. And this craft will help us learn and practice describing the different stages of the life cycle of a pumpkin. So, as we heard in our book, a pumpkin starts with a seed, and that seed is planted in the springtime. So we're going to make a craft that will describe all 5 of those stages. And I'm going to show you the end result of my craft that I did to show you what it'll look like in the end. So remember, I did send 2 paper plates with you. On the back of one of the paper plates, you can draw a jack-o'-lantern face, any shape that you want, just like all the different shapes that you saw in the book. And then you can color the rest of the back of that plate, whatever color, pumpkin color you'd like. Remember, there's more than just orange out there when it comes to pumpkins. So it's your pumpkin, you make it what color you want. So this will be the outside, and we will add the second plate to the back at the end. That'll be one of the last steps that we do in our craft today. So the first thing you can pull out of the bag are these paper patterns of the different stages of what a pumpkin looks like in the different stages. So, for example, the seed over here, on this side here, that's the very first step that happens in the spring. The farmer or gardener has to plant seeds. And we're going to cut these paper patterns out. Remember what color each one should be. And this is what you'll end up. This step is what you'll end up with, the 5 different stages of the life cycle. So we will use these as stencils to trace onto the construction paper that I sent in all the different colors. So for example, we can use that seed again as a sample for me to show you. So you can take this stencil of the seed, and you can put it on to the brown, because it said to use brown, and trace around the seed just like this. There we go. Nice and easy, nice and slow. And then you can use your scissors to cut around where you traced the shape of the seed. And you go all the way around, nice and slow along the line. And you have, in the end, the first step in growing a pumpkin, a seed. And then you will repeat that same process for each one of the stencils that you have, so that you will end up with the 5 different stages of the pumpkin, how the pumpkin grows. And then you will probably also notice, now that you have these, you can set aside your paper that you traced. You probably also noticed that I included a length of green yarn. I want you to think for a moment, why would Miss Tracy add that green yarn? What do you think this might represent? Do you remember how pumpkins grow? Do they grow on a tree? They grow on vines. This will represent the vine. And you'll connect all of these stages of the life cycle you'll thread this through each one of these stages to connect it all together. I'll show you how mine ended up. So inside my jack-o'-lantern, I have learned a way to help describe the different stages. So remember, the pumpkin starts with a seed planted in the spring, and then in late spring and early summer, it begins to sprout leaves from the vine. And then, continuing through that summer, let me get it. Next stage, flowers, the flowers of the pumpkin sprout. So now you've got those three, and then through the end of summer and early fall, you will get the first little pumpkin. The flower dies away and becomes where the pumpkin first comes out a green small pumpkin. As it grows, that's when it changes color. And in this case, we have a ripe, mature, ready to harvest orange pumpkin. So, and that yarn, the green yarn that represents the vine, just connects, it stays on the vine, starting from when the vine starts with the seed, all the way to this full-grown pumpkin over here. So that is how this will help you practice describing those stages of how a pumpkin grows. And you can then pack these up just like that and put them back into here, where I have finally used that second paper plate and stapled it on one side. And so you can get your grown-up to help you actually put all this together, and then you can practice maybe showing another member of your family or a friend what you've learned about the life cycle of a pumpkin. So my friends, that is our craft for the day. I hope you will enjoy doing it, have fun. I hope to see some of your creations down the road. I did have, we're almost out of time, but I wanted to show you this sheet, another sheet, of course, that I added to your bag. And I just wanted to, it was pretty colorful, but I wanted to make sure you were able to see all these different colors of the rainbow, rainbow colors that the pumpkins come in. And then also some pictures of some very fun and tasty Halloween treats that you can make this time of year to enjoy Halloween. And then on the back, we have our fun in the kitchen. And there's two different dips. One is the pumpkin fruit dip, which you might remember from last year, and then which is sweet. And then we have a savory one, the cheesy corn pumpkin dip. And then, of course, I had some other pictures, some super easy ones here. And then this is one of my favorites, is the skeleton made of out of all these veggies, and then you can have your dip to use as the face. So I hope you enjoy and have fun creating your own Halloween treats. I actually did make one of these that was so easy and delicious. And all these are mandarin oranges, and then they have just a little piece of celery stuck in for the stem. So how easy, very easy and delicious treat for Halloween. So I hope that you get your creative juices flowing in creating your craft project and learning about the life stages, the life cycle of a pumpkin, and making your Halloween treats. I've had a very fun time today. I would like to have a friend of mine help me sign off. Why don't you get up out of your seats, because we can do a little monster mash boogie dance. So here is my friend. There we go.